Awkward Mafia.
Hello, Internet!
Welcome to another episode of Awkward Mafia Watches Lost. I'm Jesse.
I'm Kristine.
Today we are watching Season 5, Episode 6, 316. Or 316.
I have no idea what that means.
Interesting.
That could mean anything, man.
Yeah, it can.
It's just a number.
Yep.
It's not even the numbers.
Or is it?
No.
Well, 3 isn't.
Yeah.
But 16 is.
Yeah, but it's 316.
It's 316, yeah.
It's 316.
Yeah.
It's a whole different number, man.
That's true.
I don't know. Anyway.
Anyway.
I have no idea.
Well, why don't we just jump in then?
Yeah.
All right. How about you just... Oh, yeah. Don't forget to support the official release. I forgot the mumbo jumbo that I said. But if you want, you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/awkwardmafia. There's a link in the description, the box at the end of the video. I also have a link. You can't click it. It'll pause the video, but I do have it written out in the video. In case you forget what it's called. We got cool stuff there. Let's go.
You like short-circuited for a second.
I did.
No, I guess he's back. But when is he back is the question.
He's just already back?
I mean, she did say, let's begin. So...
Bippity boppity boo. And he's... I wish.
So she didn't need all of them back. Was that just like a ruse? That sounds like Hurley. Whoa. Ooh. He does not know how to dive, man. It is Hurley. How the fuck did he get back? And he's holding a guitar case. Okay. Okay, great. So it brought all of them back anyway? Kit?
Are we? Yeah. We're back.
46 hours earlier.
Oh, well then. Alright. I know when they are now. No. I like that Desmond though is just here like, I'm just here to like save your son. He told me to come find you. Like, what? I don't want any part of this. He's like, I ain't trying to go back, man.
Yeah, one thing I did forget to mention. The mouse that Dan experimented on to time travel was named Eloise as well. He named the mouse after his mom. Knowing it would die.
Yeah, I mean, they don't seem particularly close.
It's another hatch.
The Dharma Initiative called it the lamppost. This is how they found the island.
Yeah, because how did they find the island? Makes sense. Science.
Yeah.
Did you know about this place?
No. No, I didn't.
Is he telling the truth?
Probably not.
Fair.
Can't say for certain, but probably not. Odds are. U.S. military.
I apologize if
54.
this is confusing, but let's pay attention, yes? The room we're standing in was constructed years ago over a unique pocket of electromagnetic energy. That energy connects to similar pockets all over the world. The people who built this room, however, were only interested in one, the island. Yes. Then a very clever fellow built this pendulum on the theoretical notion that they should stop looking for where the island was supposed to be and start looking for where it was going to be. Well, this fellow presumed, and correctly as it turned out, that the island was always moving. Why do you think you were never rescued? This man and his team created a series of equations which tell us with a high degree of probability where it is going to be at a certain point in time. Windows, as it were, that while open, provide a route back. Unfortunately, these windows don't stay open for very long. Yours closes in 36 hours.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Desmond, right? Desmond's like, what the fuck,
what
man?
this is about. You're all going back to the island, willingly?
Yes. Why are you here, Desmond?
I came here to deliver a message. Daniel Faraday, your son, sent me here. He wanted me to tell you that he and all the people on the island need your help. He said that only you could help him. He didn't say Jack. He didn't say Son. He didn't say Ben. He said you.
But I am helping, dear.
Consider the message delivered.
Bye.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Desmond, but the island isn't done with you yet.
This woman cost me 4 years of my life. 4 years that I'll never get back because you told me that I was supposed to go to that island. There was my bloody purpose. You listen to me, brother. These people, they're just using us. They're playing some kind of game and we are just the pieces. You say the island's not done with me? Well, I'm done with the island.
Yes. Walk out. Just please leave him alone. Let him be happy.
It's a commercial airliner flying from LA to Guam that's going to go right through our window. Ajira Airways, flight 316. If you have any hope of the island bringing you back, it must be that plane. You all need to be on it.
What about the other people on the flight?
Want to return? You need to recreate as best you can the circumstances that brought you there in the first place. That means as many of the same people as you are able to bring with you.
What if we can't get anyone else to come with us?
All I can tell you is the result would be unpredictable.
So that's it. We just get on that flight and we just hope that it works.
No, that's not all, Jack. At least, not for you.
What's this?
It's John Locke's suicide note.
I didn't know.
Oh, why would you? Obituaries don't see fit to mention when people hang themselves, Jack.
Why would he kill himself?
There are many reasons, I'm sure. Only one that matters is this. He is going to help you get back. John is going to be a proxy substitute.
A substitute for who?
Jack, who do you think? You need to, as best you can, recreate the conditions of the original flight. Which is why you need to give John something of your father's. And you need to give it to John.
What? My father is gone. My father has been dead for 3 years. You want me to... And to give it to Locke. He's in a coffin. This is ridiculous.
Oh, stop thinking how ridiculous it is. Start asking yourself whether or not you believe it's going to work. That's why it's called a leap.
Yeah, man. Because Jack is like the...
This is like the big character arc for Jack here. Are you going to believe this crap?
This would be really hard for him to believe. But like, yeah, no, like, he's not seeing any of it happen.
So Locke is Locke, but also a proxy for his dad.
It's kind of weird. Why?
Because the first time Jack was delivering a coffin.
No, I understand that, but like,
Yeah.
And Locke?
why did it have to be Locke?
Who is she? Why is she helping us? How does she know all this?
Thomas the Apostle. When Jesus wanted to return to Judea, knowing that he would probably be murdered there, Thomas said to the others, "Let us also go that we might die with him." But Thomas was not remembered for this bravery. His claim to fame came later, when he refused to acknowledge the resurrection. He just couldn't wrap his mind around it. The story goes that he needed to touch Jesus' wounds to be convinced.
So was he?
Of course he was. We're all convinced sooner or later, Jack. I made a promise to an old friend of mine. Just a loose end that needs tying up. See you at the airport, Jack.
Back to drinking?
He isn't drinking.
Not yet.
He did what?
He's got to follow the rules or he'll have to move to our fully assisted facility.
Hey, Ray.
Hey, Jack.
You packed a bag.
Of course I did. One of these times, I'm actually going to get away.
I'm gonna help you unpack, Granddad. Are
these yours, Granddad?
No, those were your father's.
These shoes. Can I take them?
Be my guest.
No food. There you go, alcohol.
Kate.
Are you still going back to the island?
Yeah, I think I am.
Then I'm going with you.
Where's Aaron?
Don't ask questions. If you want me to go with you, you'll never ask me that question again. You will never ask me about Aaron. Do you understand, Jack?
Yes.
Typical Kate. All right.
What happened?
I mean, we'll never know because it's fucking Kate. You know, she's the most open book ever. Ugh. She likes having, like, pity sex. Like, for herself, I mean. Like, she pities herself.
You might want to consider hiking boots.
Those were my father's. When I went to pick up his body in Sydney, my dad didn't have any nice shoes. And I thought, who the hell's gonna see his feet? And so I had these old white tennis shoes. I just said, use these, put these on. Because he wasn't worth a nice pair of shoes to me.
So that's why his dad's ghost wears white shoes.
Listen, we don't have much time. I've been sidetracked, and I need you to pick up Locke's body and take it to the airport.
Why? What's happened to you?
Just do it. Please.
What happened there?
Ben said to give you the van. I had to pull it around back.
I wonder if Son's daughter also needs to go back. She was born on the island.
She was conceived on the island.
Yeah.
She was born off island.
Oh, yeah, right. But does that...
Yeah, there was still some island there. You're not wrong. I mean, if Aaron counts.
Right?
Wherever you are, John, you must be laughing your ass off. And I'm actually doing this. Because this is even crazier than you are.
And here, you can have that back. I've already heard everything you had to say, John. You wanted me to go back. I'm going back.
Oh, you stupid idiot. Just read the fucking letter. I swear to God.
Rest in peace.
Well, he won't because you won't read his fucking letter, dude. What the fuck? Fucking Jack, man. Just read the goddamn letter.
There's even a chance that Chin is alive. I have to be on that plane.
How are you gonna get back, son?
Sayid?
How are you gonna get back to your daughter? You're gonna leave your daughter parentless.
So Sayid has been arrested? Just like Kate.
What do you mean standbys? There's no standbys.
Oh, no, sir. You don't need to worry. There are 78 seats open.
No. How about those seats? All 78 of them. I'm Hugo Reyes. They don't open their mind. Check and see.
Sir, these people just want to get to their destination. Why would you not want them to be able to travel?
It doesn't matter why. They can take the next plane.
Hurley's the only one who thought of that.
Right?
What about everyone else?
Yeah, I was like, that was my first question. I'm like, what about everyone else on the plane? Are they just gonna...
That I'm here, right?
So he bought...
78 of the seats. It's probably the only seats that weren't already filled.
Good on you, Hurley. See, you're such a nice dude, man. He don't deserve it. Wait, but how did they get Hurley?
Yeah, he asked and he said, doesn't matter. All that matters is I'm here.
Is that how they're going to explain it?
Nah, I mean, they're setting up all these mysteries
Lost.
so they can answer them later.
Come on, Lost.
But he has a guitar just like Charlie.
Yeah.
They're all kind of filling similar but different roles this time.
Oh, because, yeah, Kate was the one that...
Yeah, in cuffs.
But that means she's going to die. That...
Oh,
the lady who's arresting Sayid?
Yeah, the marshal.
Yeah. So who's going to fill Claire's shoes with Aaron? Because doesn't Aaron have to go back, too?
Yeah, but he's not. Or it doesn't look like he is.
Y'all said everybody.
You can argue Sun is filling Saeed's role because she's looking for her lost love. Don't know what Kate's deal is, so we can't really say what role she's filling.
Thank you for not closing it.
Wait! What's he doing here?
If you want to get back, this is how it's going to have to be.
No one told me he was going to be here.
Who told you to be here, Hugo?
Security found this while screening your cargo.
Read the goddamn letter, Jack. Just fucking read it. Stop being a bitch.
And the other people on this plane, what's gonna
Oh, now you're asking that?
Who cares?
Jack, you should have asked that question way before you got on the plane. Like,
I know. Hurley has like no money, and he probably spent every dime he has getting as many seats as he could because he knows he's not coming back. Meanwhile, Jack's a doctor.
Son could have bought the airline.
Yeah.
Literally, not even just the plane. She could have bought the entire airline. Please, this.
I mean, to be fair, they learned about this 36 hours earlier.
She has enough money. I know.
Seats were already bought.
She has enough money to be like, no, I want this plane for my friends. Everybody else, get off. She has the money to do that.
She has.
You can't tell me, son. Please, holy shit! They just murdered like how many innocent people because they need to get back to bitch. Nah, I fucking hate all of them now, except for Hurley because he's the only one
who thought about it.
He's literally the only one who thought about it, and he doesn't even have the money to do. Oh my god! Ugh.
Probably spent his life savings.
Please.
Because he's like, well,
oh my god,
I'm probably never coming back. So
I'm sorry for all you headphone users. That just like irks the shit out of me. Like now you think about that.
Like what?
I love it.
I need to talk to the pilot. Frank Lapidus and I are old friends, and if you could just tell him I'm on board, I'd really appreciate it. All right.
He's gonna be like, fuck, man. Why are you here?
Well, hello, Doc. What are you doing going to Guam?
What are you doing here?
Funny story.
About 8 months ago.
We're trying to crash. And it's funny because he was supposed to fly the original flight they were on.
Yep.
He's gonna put it together. He's like, oh, fuck you guys.
I mean, they all kind of forgot about Lapidus. Like, he also left the island.
Yeah. Well, but he doesn't need to go back. Because it seems like Desmond doesn't need... He figured it out. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Fate has conspired against him. Island's not done with him yet.
How is Desmond gonna get back?
Yeah, he's not on the plane.
No, I understand. That's why I'm like, but how is he gonna get back? Because he's gonna get back somehow because, you know, lost. We're not going to Guam, are we?
You tell me, Jack, you're the one that got to stay after school with Miss Hawking.
I mean, she didn't really give much details. Just read the fucking letter, Jack. I swear.
Bob killed himself? No, I didn't. We found this stuff in his pocket. I've been trying to get rid of it, but
It's like it wants you to... Yeah, read it. Just fucking read it then. It's words.
Feels like John needs me to read it.
I mean, your name... It's not like your name is on his fucking suicide note. Yeah, he wants you... I'm over him. I'm so over him. Jack, just read the goddamn letter, I swear.
Because you're afraid. Afraid that he blames you? That it's your fault he killed himself? It wasn't my fault. No, Jack, it wasn't your fault. Let me give you some privacy.
Only until they get on the flight. They're like, what about the other people? So you didn't think about that beforehand?
I mean, Jack has been on multiple planes, not caring if what happens to anyone else on board, so... His son's pretty, like, laser-focused on Jin. Sayid did not plan to be on this plane. He's under arrest.
But Sun could have literally just bought the plane.
She could have, but she didn't. Okay. Jack, I wish you had believed me. John Locke.
Fuck the rich, man. They don't care about anyone but themselves. Son, I know you're on your villain arc, but please. It's a different type of villain. She wouldn't do...
Dude, you might want to fasten your seatbelt.
Just like...
Seatbelt, please.
Aw. I wonder if she's gonna survive, the flight attendant, because the flight attendant survived.
Yeah, last time.
Cindy, right?
Yeah. As far as we know, she's still alive.
Nah. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, so they...
Oh.
So they didn't crash.
There was a flash.
Yeah, they didn't crash. Or maybe they did. I don't know. The letter ripped. Why did you just drop it?
Because someone needs help and doesn't. He already read it.
Where's the plane?
I don't know. After that light, I woke up in the jungle. Either of you remember crashing?
Looks like I'm being tossed around. Next thing I know, I'm in the lagoon.
Where's Sun and Sayid? Where's Ben?
Sayid. Oh, it's Jin. Whoa. How did he get there? So, clearly they're in the past.
Are they in the past or did Dharma come back? There was a white flash, so time travel seems likely.
Well, the car's old, so...
The car's old style, but it's actually pretty shiny.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm like, it's new, so it's in the past.
Yeah, no.
I'm like...
as it's my role to throw you off the scent a little bit.
Can't fool me.
It's not fun when you predict everything.
I've seen a lot of things, man.
Yeah, it's true. That was 316. What'd you think?
Man, I'm just upset that they literally, like, at the end, what happened? What about the other passengers?
Yeah.
Like, bro. Like, it would have been so easy to just make Sun, like, buy all of their tickets.
So, yeah, I think Sun and Jack probably had the... And probably also Kate. They're all rich. They all had...
Oh, yeah, because the settlements from the
settlements.
Oceanic.
They all had ample opportunity to think of this and do something about it. Sayid didn't, because he didn't know anyone else was going to be here. He's under arrest. Same with Lapidus. He didn't know anyone else was going to be there. Ben does not care. And I guess we're like beyond faulting him for not caring, because we know what we're in for. But Hurley thought of it.
Did something.
And did something. And he's the poorest out of all of them, because he gave up all the money. Jack didn't think about it until getting to the plane, because he was pretty laser focused. Sun is also very laser focused and is kind of like doesn't care about anything else but Jin. I don't know what's going on with Kate. Erin's not here and she's like really upset about it.
I mean, we can kind of... For Kate, she doesn't really care about other people except for herself, so... Yeah,
Makes sense that she wouldn't think about it.
No, she wouldn't.
But also, yeah, we don't know what kind of headspace she's in right now because she seems pretty distraught.
I mean, she's never in a really good headspace, is she? So...
Yeah.
I don't expect Kate. I don't expect anything from Kate. That basically is what it is. So...
We don't know when Hurley knew about this. We don't know how Hurley knew about this at all or when he got here. It's possible he found out just now and immediately bought as many tickets as possible.
Yeah.
Like, they all had 36 hours head start.
That sounded about right, because he was trying to buy more, I think. I think he was...
No,
or
it was...
something, right?
Because they were flagged as being empty seats.
Oh, okay, right.
So she was like, if there's any standby passengers, you can, there's room on this flight. And he's like, no, there's not. I bought those seats. Right. They're not... Do not give them away to people.
Yeah. Okay.
She's like, how dare you, sir? These people, He's like, these kids. Nah, they can take the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that other guy who was like, condolences on losing your friend. He was sitting next to Hurley. Hurley's like, buckle up, dude. Yeah. Yep. So... kind of mysteries in this episode because we only know Jack's perspective. We don't know what's going on with Kate. We don't know how Hurley found out about this. We don't know why Sayid was arrested.
Yeah, and we don't know what Ben did too when he did his little detour.
Yeah, I guess already that was a mystery.
And now his arm is broken.
Yeah, I'm trying to rack my mind on who is Ben standing in for. What archetype from the original flight is he filling? Locke? Rose? Because they're the ones who were ill or hurt. Like, reclaiming power? Who is going from Australia to LA to reclaim their power? To take back what was theirs? Like, I don't know who that fits exactly.
Maybe he's just there.
Because Sayid is very clearly Kate.
Yeah.
And Sun and argument made that she's Sayid. And it seems like Hurley is Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that Locke is Jack's dad. But we don't know what Kate's motive is. So we can't really place her. And we don't... And I haven't had a hard time thinking of who Ben is standing in for. And obviously, Lapidus is standing in for the pilot.
Yeah. Which was originally supposed to be him anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't... Maybe Kate's Claire. I don't know.
Because Aaron.
Yes. Something's happening with Aaron.
That's true. She could be. And Jack is just still Jack.
Yeah, that's hard. Because, like...
I could probably look... That's probably on Lost Wiki.
Yeah.
They have a list of, like, here's who everyone's supposed to be. So, like, I can look it up later.
It's fine.
But, yeah, I guess the only mysteries of the episode is, how did everyone get here?
Yeah. Like, why did everyone decide to meet up at the airport?
Yeah.
And, like, how? Yeah.
Because Hurley acted like someone told him about this.
Well, he did say that... I mean, I know the lawyer was trying to get Hurley out of jail.
Yeah.
And stuff. So it could have just been the lawyer. Like, you need to meet them here at this time. And he could have just told him something like, like, not, what's the word? Like, oh, your friends are going to die if you don't meet them here or something, right? It could have just been lying or something like that to get Hurley there.
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know.
So I'll keep it with time. Okay. Yeah. So, what do you think is going on with Jin?
Like, why is he back there? Like, in the past? I mean...
Yeah.
Well...
But dressed in Dharma, driving a Dharma car. Yeah.
I mean, that could be anything. They were going through time. Like, they could have just been, like, not trying to get killed.
Okay. Because...
Or they could just be like... I don't know.
The premiere for this season opened with the scientist that we see in all the orientation videos. A flashback of him going to the Orchid Station because someone got hurt. Like, they started bleeding out their nose. And down there, he passed Daniel Faraday, who was, like, working down there. Like,
wait, is this later? Or was...
This was the first scene of the season. It was a flashback.
Season 5?
Yeah, season 5. It was a flashback of that guy, the guy in all the videos.
Oh yeah, it was like...
Yeah, and they were like,
Daniel.
they were digging, and we found out they were digging on the other side of the wall of the wheel.
Yeah.
And they said, if you go any further, you're going to, like, mess people up. Like, we're trying to, harness the power of time travel.
Yeah, I remember Daniel being there, yeah. Okay.
And he turned to Daniel Faraday and goes, time travel. How stupid does he think we are? And he's like, yeah. So Daniel, we saw he was also with Dharma, sort of.
Well, we kind of also know that because of Charlotte.
And, and we know that, Charlotte, as a little girl, who was also with Dharma, interacts with Daniel at some point in her past.
Yeah, I mean, it from what it sounds like, her perspective, it seems like he worked with them. Because he's like, there's this crazy man on, that was around. And
yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like the Ajira bottles we saw when they were traveling through time belong to this plane. So, yeah. They travel to some point
3
after
years.
this.
Yeah. So that means though the crew that was on the island originally, like, they did go forward in time 3 years. Essentially. Well,
what do you mean?
Like, because if the plane is if the bottles are from the plane, because you know how, like, we were saying, like, for them it's only been like 2 days, right? Since like 2000 whatever 4,
yeah.
Right? So they traveled, even though they've been traveling through time, like, I guess from when they started traveling through time, it was like a 3-year jump. Like, for them, it's still technically kind of 3 years because they're going through this currently and like presently. Like, they haven't aged 3 years. Like, like the Oceanic 6 have.
Okay, so you're saying the part where they were in the future was about 3 years.
Well, yeah, because
that's when the plane arrived.
Yeah, that's when the plane arrived.
Yeah.
So, like, they jumped 3 years, for them at least, into the future.
Yeah.
And then for the Oceanic 6, it's like the present. So it's like
there's a bug like trying to get in my face. Stop it.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
But they jumped after that like a lot. So it's now I'm wondering like since at that point they were 3 years in the future and that means that like the Oceanic 6 are back. But that means were they like jumping in time with the other group? Because like right after we saw the Ajira thing, they flashed again, right? And then like because they were in the boat and then they flashed and then it was a storm and then the whole Charlotte thing happened, right? They like flashes were getting sooner.
Oh, you're wondering if that's the same Flash?
No. Well, yes and no. Like I mean, because flashes happened after that Ajira thing. That means, and we know they went back in the past to, like, now I'm like, okay, so how is it happening that, like, where the Oceanic 6 happened, like, when in time are they going to just jump with that crew? Like, back and forth like that? Because now they're on the island with them. I mean, obviously the crew doesn't know that they're back, but, like, are they just going to now, all of them are now going to be like flashing through time until Locke like turns that wheel, essentially.
Again, but from their perspective the first time.
Yeah. And they don't know what's happening.
Not again, because it is the first time. It's just we didn't know that they were... Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. So like that means... And actually it makes sense because like... I guess we don't know though... Well, it said 46 hours earlier. So if they saw the flash of light, I guess it is possible that the original crew was going through all of those flashes and then Charlotte dies and then the Oceanic 6 land on the island in whatever time. Well, we know it's past because Dharma, right? So whatever happened in between Charlotte dying and then whatever flashes they're going through, and then the Oceanic 6 land, I guess. So maybe they weren't going through flashes. Like it's interesting because it's like that flash of the Ajira plane, like just I don't know. It's like a weird it's a weird time thing.
Well, Louise Hawking, as we now know her name is, said that if they do not bring back everyone on that plane,
it's unpredictable.
It will be something unpredictable would happen, and we know they don't have Desmond or Aaron or Walt even.
Oh yeah. What's up with that, man?
Yeah. So
why didn't? Yeah, actually, I'm surprised that Ben didn't try to get Walt back. They just like forgot about Walt.
They always forget about Walt. They spent 3 years off the island. No one ever tried to contact him.
But, yeah, why isn't it Walt back? Why isn't Walt?
But yeah, they didn't bring back those 3, so I guess consequence Flash or what? Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Well, we don't even know if there was a consequence. It could have just worked. They just happened to, like, it could have worked in the sense that they got flashed to the same point in time as whoever was on the island, which they did because Jin's there. So it could have just worked.
That's true.
But I guess maybe not really because they were supposed to go back to the period after that.
If they time traveled, they didn't time travel the first time. The plane just crashed on the island in the more or less present day because there is still a little disconnect. But they wound up clearly at a different point in time.
So that means it didn't work, I guess.
But there's also... So if none of them were on the plane, it wouldn't have wound up on the island. The only reason it was because the plane was going by the island and they recreated stuff from the original crash enough that it, like, cheat code, secret hack into the island got them back.
I wonder if, like, the circumstances have to be very similar, is so you do get transported back to, like, the same time that you're trying to get to. And if the circumstances aren't, like, very similar or the same, then yeah, like you said, it's, like, unpredictable. You don't know what time because the circumstances could have been at any point.
That's another thing that we don't know if how interlinked time and space is when concerning the island.
Yeah.
If these are the coordinates, the island is here at this point in time, but that point in time is also Dharma time. Then it's like, if you ever go to the island here, you will wind up at this point in time instead of the present. Like, because apparently the island is always moving.
Yeah. So why did Ben have to push the wheel if it's always moving?
Because he had to move it far away. So if it's always moving, like there's some debate on this, whether or not it's always like teleporting around, if it's always just kind of moving around like a boat around the world. And if you spin the wheel, you just zoop somewhere else.
Maybe both.
Could be both.
Because, right, they saw the island, like, when they were in that little lifeboat, the island did literally, like...
There was a bloop wave effect in the ocean.
They were like, what? Although, that could have just been, like... Yeah, actually, no, that doesn't make sense. The island should still be... Even if it was, like, a different point in time, the island should have still been in that spot. So, it's probably both.
I forgot what the other thing I was going to say was.
But yeah, it's interesting. I'm concerned about Sun and Jin's daughter.
Yeah.
Like,
someone has to be.
I know. I'm like, you're just going to leave your daughter with someone and then like what?
Grandmother.
Like, how are you going to get back, Sun, is what you should be concerned about. Getting back to your daughter who needs you. And if you don't get back, she's now an orphan.
Yeah.
Man, this is why people shouldn't have kids. Stop having kids. If you're gonna do this to them, just don't have kids. Man.
So what do you think about Jack finally not giving in, but humoring the unexplained, the not sci-fi, the supernatural side of the show?
I mean, for him, it was a big step. But, like, honestly, like, Locke's done some crazier shit. He was like, you must think I'm crazy right now. Like, this is crazier than you ever been. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? No, it's not. This is, like, barely touching the... Locke did some crazy shit, man. He, like, literally, with, like, zero evidence. I know. Nah, fam. Like...
I know, but...
I know, but from Jack to Jack, it's, like, super crazy. I'm like, I guess good for him. I don't know, like...
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, it's about time, I guess.
Something also I noticed I actually never noticed before watching this episode, which is every time he's about to drink, he gets interrupted by, like, something crazy, like, oh, your grandfather, oh, Kate's here. Yeah, so it's like... He's not allowed to go back. Like, he keeps trying to go back to being drunk, and it's like, nope, not allowed. You gotta deal with this first.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah.
For him not to be drinking.
Because if he gets drunk, he's gonna be like, this is stupid, I'm not gonna do this. But because, like, he met his grandfather again, and he had his dad's shoes, and then we learn why his dad was wearing white tennis shoes and whenever he shows up from the dead. It's because...
Yeah.
It's all I had, and I didn't care enough to buy a new pair of shoes just to bury my dad in them. Wasn't worth the time or money to me back then. And, like, him giving the shoes to Locke. Very, very symbolic, very, like, it's good.
Yeah. We'll find out, I guess, what happens in the next episode.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Or his channel. Our channel.
The heck was that?
I don't know. But either way, thank you for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Bye. Everybody.
I think it was the bottle in here.
Oh.
Probably like the heat expanding it or something.
That was good. You did a good outro.
Thank you.